嗨，大家晚上好。
Hello，
晚上好，欢迎各位来到《明日方舟周末地》的公测前瞻特别节目。我是海马肉和物，也非常感谢刚才由 Starset 带来的全新曲目，为今晚揭开序幕。那今天这个节目啊，对我们来说意义也非常特别。在正式公测到来之前，我们想借由这个机会，和各位管理员一起看一看周末地究竟是一款怎样的游戏。你会在这里经历什么？那我们在全面测试之后呢，又做了哪些调整？以及之后它会走向哪里？希望各位管理员在踏上塔维尔之前，先对这场旅程有一个清晰的认识。那也正因为如此啊，今天的现场我们邀请到了 Ra， 还有我们的特别嘉宾 ZC， 来一起和大家聊一聊。那先请二位和大家打个招呼吧。
Hello， 各位晚上好，我是。在100余年的开拓之后，文明环带重新建立起了秩序。但只要把视线移出高墙，你就会发现更多的土地依然是荒野和未知。
塔维尔被灾难一次次改写，但人类从来没有把命运交出去。他们在危机里继续前行，用战斗守住当下，用建设和生产把文明一点点往前推。周末地的故事就发生在这样的世界里。
当故事真正开始时，你会在一个完全陌生的地方醒来，记忆几乎一片空白。
我记得是和中末地工业的监督佩里卡的对话中啊，才得知这里是帝江号，是中末地工业的基地啊，也是管理员之后的指挥中枢。
对的，但地江号呢也不只是基地，对于很多干员来说，这里也是他们生活工作的地方，是你和他们共同的家。而中末地工业本身呢，它也是一个长期站在开拓最前沿的组织。协议原石传送技术、集成工业系统、原石的可控分布技术，以及这个塔维2唯一的轨道飞行器地江号，这些源自中末地的技术成果，已经成为了塔维2未来的一部分。
现在呢，随着新威胁的再次逼近啊，中末地工业也将再次踏上开拓之旅。
而你就是中末地工业的管理员，在长达10年的沉睡之后，你再次苏醒。你会从佩利卡那里一点点重新了解到你的身份和职责，你掌握着原石的权限，也承受着他留下的痕迹。
原来正因为管理员曾一次次把文明从边缘拉回来，也因此一次次付出代价，所以才会沉睡修复自己，等待下一个必须醒来的时刻。
是的。而这一次醒来，你听到的是一个被明确说出口的计划：制造协议核心，把它部署到文明环带的关键区域，去对抗侵蚀，重启系统，让那些被切断的未来重新连上。
更关键的是，包括将你唤醒在内，整套计划都来自一份名为0号委托的方案，而这份委托的委托人正是你自己。至于协议核心具体意味着什么，它也会和后面要讲的集成工业系统紧密关联，我们会之后去专门展开介绍。
计划刚刚启动啊，第一站4号谷地就出了一个问题，不仅通信故障正在扩散，枢纽区基地也迟迟没有回应，同时呢还检测到了极强的天使能量信号。
看来是没有时间留给管理员好好准备了，必须立刻去现场稳住局面才行。
而当你们抵达4号谷地时，最先正面遭遇的是一种看起来不像生命的敌对存在。他们是由不明装置锚点催化形成的天使。
虽然说天使是被制造出来的无机物，但他们的行动似乎方式明确，目标清晰，而且极具威胁性。
是的，是的。但很快你就会发现，4号谷地的麻烦远不止天使，在基地的边缘还有另外一股势力正在游走试探，正在蠢蠢欲动。
他们就是猎地者。猎地者并不是一个统一阵营，他们是由年谷、狼群、沙盗3个氏族组成的武装团体。猎地者中，有人把掠夺当成活下去的方式，也有人把混乱当作重塑秩序的机会。
而在4号谷地，你会很早记住一个名字——涅菲斯。他并不是那种单靠蛮力的对手，更像是把暴力组织起来的人。他让原本混乱的年谷氏族像一支军队一样行动，在失序中制造方向。随着事态推进，你会意识到，猎地者的这次行动并不是偶然。
也就是说，在4号谷地已经不是清个怪救个援这么简单了，是有人在借着这个混乱来下一步更大的棋。
对的，对的，没错。所以在4号谷地，你要做的事其实非常清楚：一边战斗，一边把基地重新运转起来，清理侵蚀，恢复供电，建立据点。而集成工业系统也会在这里真正的进入实战，让4号谷地重新的活过来。
但几乎同一时间，文明环带的多处地区也开始出现了异常反应。
看来4号谷地发生的一切并不是孤立事件。
最先捕捉到这些变化的是红山科学院。随着你的深入调查，你将继续踏上前往红山的旅程，进入武林地区。在那里，你会第一次近距离接触到红山的科技文化，以及他们应对侵蚀与灾害的独特方式。
公测版本里，大家能够体验到红山的前2个地图，先对这片区域有个直观了解。但是这只是旅程的前几站，而深层的冲突、更远远选择以及更广阔的塔维2仍在前方等待着你，管理员。
Haven't we met already? Doesn't matter. You'll remember me by this sword and flame. There's no escape! Let that twilight burn! Say, jump! Jump!
Hi, Endman. We meet again. Just call me live on. It's been a very long time since I last went out. Pleasure doing business together. Feel the chill. Let us dance. Hi. Hi there. You have the rosy scent of beautiful memories, like an incomplete letter destined for a special place. I wonder where that might be. Surprise! Hey! Cozy up with gravity! It's just a letter.
看到这里，我在想啊，那他塔贝尔想继续往前走，好像确实不太可能只靠管理员一个人啊。那接下来是不是也请两位老师给大家聊一聊我们一起作战的这些干员呢？
是的，无论是正面迎敌，还是推进无人区的建设，这趟旅程呢都需要可靠的同伴。
而中末地工业最宝贵的，也正是这些一直与你同行、一起作战的干员，比如刚才画面里出现的莱万汀、吉尔佩塔，还有伊冯。
那接下来我们就配合一些实战画面，带管理员认识一下这几位得力干员。
First up is Levitain. She prefers doing things her way, makes decisive calls, and strikes without mercy. Despite her fragmented memories, Levitain joined Endfield Industries as an operator directly led by the Endmen and fights at the very front. She's a striker that focuses on dealing group damage. Her combat tempo is very straightforward. Keep attacking, creating heat inflictions, and igniting the battlefield. Levitain's basic attack has up to 5 sequences. Each hit deals heat damage. Successful finisher on an enemy deals massive heat damage and recovers skill points for faster skill casting. Her battle skill, Smoldering Fire, summons a magma fragment to attack the enemy. At maximum stacks of Melting Flame, Levitain's battle skill deals a huge slash and applies combustion on enemies, further spiking the damage output. Making an enemy combusted or corroded triggers her combo skill, Seethe. This skill causes fire to erupt from the feet of all applicable enemies, dealing tons of AoE damage to enemies. It's great for clearing up groups of enemies. Casting the ultimate Twilight lets Levitain summon the Sviga Livy, making her attacks much stronger. While the ultimate is active, Levitain can keep performing basic attacks to dominate the enemy. Once combat begins, cast Antal and Akakuri's battle skills to apply heat infliction on this large group of enemies. Right after that, let's control Levitain to attack the enemy and absorb their heat inflictions to build up her Melting Flame stacks. We then cast Wolfguard's ultimate to apply combustion, then trigger Levitain's combo skill to deal plenty of damage. Next, quickly reposition Levitain and cast her battle skill at max Melting Flame stacks to deal tons of damage. Finally, cast her ultimate to greatly strengthen her basic attacks, clear out the enemies, then follow up with an enhanced battle skill for a perfect victory. Next up is Gilberta. As a messenger, Gilberta delivers mail and intel across various bases and outposts. She often travels along the fringes of the civilization band in the frontier. To Gilberta, delivery is more than a mission. It's a way to rebuild connections, and she's proud of her duties. In combat, Gilberta is a supporter with both arts and physical abilities. Enemies affected by arts reactions can be easily crowd-controlled by Gilberta. Her skills also apply crowd control effects to enemies in a large area. Gilberta performs ranged attacks that deal nature damage to enemies. Performing a finisher on the enemy recovers Gilberta's skill points to ready her skill casting. After casting her battle skill, Arcane Staff, Gravity Mode, Gilberta enters a channeling state. The skill will keep pulling in enemies and deal damage to them. The end of channeling also sets off an explosion that applies nature infliction and can be used to synergize with other skills. Applying any arts reaction on the enemy triggers Gilberta's combo skill, Arcane Staff Matrix Displacement. With a quick casting move, Gilberta generates a gravity pull that traps enemies and lifts them. This can disrupt a group of enemies. Her ultimate, Arcane Staff Gravity Field, creates an anomalous gravity field at the targeted area. Enemies in the area become slowed and take more arts damage. This is an area skill with crowd control and damage buffs. When battle begins, have Gilberta perform basic attacks. Just before her final strike, cast Perlica's battle skill to apply electric infliction. Then cast Gilberta's battle skill to pull in nearby enemies. The enemies are now corroded. Cast her combo skill immediately to lift all enemies within the area of effect. Finally, cast her ultimate to create the anomalous gravity field. Affected enemies will move much slower and take a lot more arts damage. Finally, unleash more attacks on them to achieve an easy win. The last operator is Yvonne. This engineer is a bag of surprises and wild theories. She is currently in charge of researching the ether and blight-related machines. People are often astonished at her quirky and outright fantastic ideas. Yvonne looks like a laid-back rebel, but nobody would ever doubt her decisions and creativity in her fields of expertise. Yvonne's combat style is straightforward too. She is a striker skilled at solidifying enemies. Her battle and combo skills can quickly apply solidification and give her ultimate energy. Once she casts her ultimate, she becomes the ultimate single-target damage dealer. Yvonne's basic attacks deal cryo damage to enemies. Her finisher attacks also restore skill points. Her battle skill, Berber Bomb Beta, throws a freezing bomb. When hitting the enemy, the bomb consumes cryo and nature inflictions from the enemy, forcibly applies solidification, dealing extra damage based on the number of stacks consumed. Having the controlled operator performing a final strike on a solidified enemy triggers Yvonne's combo skill, Flash Freezer Epsilon 37. The bot Frosty Bitey will deal continuous cryo damage next to enemies while pulling them in. When its time is up, the bot self-detonates and applies solidification.
And I guess that's the important part, at least for the time being.
Deploys the support bot Tinkerbella. She also becomes the controlled operator. During the ultimate, Yvonne's basic attack will keep getting stronger. At max stacks, her attacks will deal way more damage.
You guys don't want to know what's going on.
The final attack of the ultimate
I've got Discord open with the voice options open, and I'm checking the playback from the voice options in order to let it play through the standard PC output.
With Yvonne and wait
for some reason, OBS doesn't want to recognize my microphone in, or maybe the stream doesn't pick up the microphone out.
Then have Yvonne solidify the enemy and perform a final strike to trigger the combo skills of multiple operators.
It's a little bit of a mess. I'm going to have to try and try different things later down the line, but still, at least it works.
Skills, cast Yvonne's ultimate and shred the enemy. The final attack of the ultimate will consume
and yeah, it looks like even for Yvonne, even though she wants the enemies to be frozen, she still has to rely on a full cryo team in order to get there.
We reference player feedback on various operators during beta test 2, and applied a round of improvements and adjustments to operators. As your journey continues, you'll meet companions with other styles and combat roles. But as you gain more operators and face more complex battles, team setup might become quite challenging. To cater to this issue, we have the Game Tools feature. Open the in-game protosync to use it. Game tools include team setups and combat theory crafting shared by other admins to help you quickly build a combat team that suits your style. This is like a guide. We can use it, try things out, and gradually arrive at a combat style we like. As you progress, enemies and combat mechanics will become more complex. Game tools will give you confidence in testing things out.
Okay, so please tell me they start the game with a mannequin. You can try things again right off the bat. We will need a Millastra to try rotations.
Across the boundless plains.
Oh, there's some new operators that we haven't seen before.
In the depths of night. They keep watch over the promise made to you. When the fated day comes, and the darkness
And of course the
descends
music.
once more,
God, the background music. We are in for some peak.
they shall
There's a
rise
combo element,
to the summons.
depending on what each will do. Apparently so, but there's been a lot of complainings from the closed beta that the mono element teams are still the better meta ones.
Hope.
And I guess it mostly depends on the way that they stack the respective elements. Not to mention there's buffers that give buffs based on how many stacks of one element the enemy has. So you kind of want 4 stacks of one art application in order to get max damage out as fast as possible. And start matching your team, and start mixing and matching your teammates. That apparently doesn't happen. Oh, the mess.
At last, sparks burst into flame, for you to set ablaze the dawn.
And thankfully, we should be able to pick one of these up for free with the 300 pools. So, depending on which operator you start with, it should be fairly easy to set up a mono element
We
team,
went through
even
beta
with
test
the
2
standard
admin
ones.
feedback, as well as issues we encountered during internal testing. Up next is an introduction to key adjustments we've made for the official release. The first part are visual effects and overall performance. We've optimized a number of story cutscenes, map exploration camera angles, and various visual effects. These include a few changes that look small, but affected immersion. For example, walking on snow during the prologue and
honestly, I
environment
no
wetness
longer care
effects.
about these because I've got a whole
Flowing water
PC
feedback
basically just
will
for
be more
Endfield.
obvious. When you look outside Dijiang, the atmospheric clouds of the planet are also more layered and distinct.
I got
Quite
the
a few special
impression
effects
that
received
now
their
is basically
overhaul.
the last possible time in which to
Sound
get a
conveyance
new
and audio
PC.
effects have been
Either you do
adjusted.
it now or you
Ambient
basically don't
feedback
do
is
it
a
again.
lot clearer.
Next 2-3
The
years are going
sounds
to
of the
be
footsteps
absolutely
can
horrible
probably
for
let you
hardware.
know who's next to you. Some narrative cutscenes got fixed as well. For example, dialogue segments and operator story will no longer be disrupted by memo beacons and other facilities. A few cutscenes in Valley 4 and Wulin
Oh,
have received improvements too. Another key optimization is camera angle. Now, a few environment objects that might block the camera have been made semi-transparent. When moving in these places, you'll no longer get frequent changes to camera zoom, making map exploration more comfortable. The fix will greatly reduce visual stress during exploring. You can now enjoy the world and read maps at your leisure. Next, let's talk about combat optimizations. This time, we have two key adjustments.
People complaining that the combat felt
Firstly,
slow and
most basic skills and combo skills no longer reset the basic attack sequence. We think this is quite an important change. Secondly, we've enhanced on-screen visual feedback effects when a controlled operator gets hit, making them look more obvious. These adjustments will make combo skills a lot smoother.
There's a lot of the combat
More
relies on
obvious
that
hit
finishing
feedback also
strike at
helps
the end
enemies
of your
react to
attack chain.
situations. Battle will
If
be
you don't
more
get
enjoyable
interrupted anymore,
overall.
that means even if you have to move
Now
around
let's
in
talk
order to
about the
dodge
early game
enemies,
progress. We've
you can
changed
still
authority
spam
level
them.
requirements for some main missions and optimized a few early game experiences in Valley 4. We also enhanced guides for a number of interactables in the world. Gameplay related to storage crates will get more obvious tips. I've found that those long-eared bunnies that lead you to hidden stash are given special effects. They are a lot easier to spot now. Also, we've
these are
added the
going to
weekly
basically be our
routine
sailors.
activity for the official release. This activity refreshes every week. Rewards include progression materials and the headhunting currency Ouroboros. Weekly routine is a consistent source for obtaining arsenal tickets for free. This is an all-new source of rewards, especially for Ouroboros.
And that's basically going
Just
to be the
as the
same
name
weekly that we have in
suggests,
Days Arknights too.
weekly routine tasks are updated every week. The routines will also get new tasks that reflect new releases. Even if some gameplay elements do not interest you as much, you can always opt to complete other tasks for maximum weekly routine rewards. There are a lot of gameplay systems. They're all fun, but people might not be good at all of them. But now, missing certain tasks won't prevent you from maxing out your weekly rewards. We also made many optimizations to character progression. The overall progression experience has been improved. We lowered the difficulty for material gathering dungeons. The enemies now can be defeated quickly. Early progression materials have been increased. Endmins can now buy a lot more things with stock bills. The adventure manual and regional development level ups now give more progression materials to make early progression easier for our Endmins. We also lowered operator and weapon level caps, optimized operator and weapon leveling costs, and reduced enemy levels for high exploration levels and a few energy alluvium sites.
Okay, and this is all growth stuff.
World exploration and material dungeons will both be easier.
After the first month of the game.
You can farm materials more quickly to invest in the teams you like. The next optimization to talk about is gear artificing. We added a guarantee and improved the overall UI display. Artificing progress is now directly displayed to give you an idea of how much resources you need. Changes have been made to storage crates you discover during exploration. To keep it short, crates now give more oro barrels.
Up to 150
John really likes his crates.
crystals.
It's a very simple idea, actually. We just want our Endmins to have fun with early game and make map exploration a good source for headhunting currency. We even changed a few crates into surprise crates that give you 150 oro barrels when opened. That's very motivating for an explorer.
Okay,
One may
that's
just
fine,
be
but
hiding
then
around
again,
the
the amount of
corner.
rewards we
We
get
want to
always has
encourage
to
our
be
Endmins
compared
to
to
explore
the amount
and
of
find these
currency
surprises.
that we have to spend
For hardware
for
performance,
the
Endmins
gacha.
playing on PC will get the 120 FPS option. NVIDIA DLSS Super Resolution and frame generation technology are also supported. Frame generation will give our Endmins even more frames per second for that ultra-smooth graphics. We're also adding experience enhancements for Endmins who spend long hours in the game. Ray tracing has been added to a number of scenes in certain iOS devices. Controller mode for mobile devices has been added too, giving another option to Endmins who seek better controls and immersion. The controller experience has been greatly optimized for various platforms. Some Endmins have to use their PC when they want to play with a controller. With mobile controller support, overall experience for mobile gameplay is improved. This is especially helpful when you need to reposition your operators to quickly react to combat situations. Actual buttons feel more intuitive than virtual ones. You can now explore Talos 2 whenever, wherever, and however you want.
Might be better
I
just
can't
play
wait
on the
for the
controller.
official release.
That's the one game I still use the
We
controller
just introduced
for.
a number of key optimizations for the official release. There are plenty more changes that we can't elaborate given our limited time. We'll convey them to our Endmins with our DevCom. We hope these changes will make our Endmins gameplay more enjoyable. Feedback from our Endmins on headhunting is also very important to us. The next section will focus on headhunting improvements for the official
Oh, so they
release.
actually listen about the gacha too. Cool.
In Endfield, our banners are divided into headhunting for operators and arsenal issue for weapons. These two systems are distinctive by design. Need operators? Go to headhunting. Need more weapons? Go to the arsenal exchange. Headhunting permits or other special permits acquired from progressing through the game, missions, or purchases can be used in 3 types of banners: New Horizons headhunting, basic headhunting, and chartered headhunting. A number of high-rarity operators will appear in chartered headhunting. Let's start with New Horizons headhunting. For this
This is
banner,
going to be
the
our basic
required
banner.
headhunting
This is the
permits are
standard.
acquired entirely through gameplay progression. Completing the New Horizons headhunting banner also gives you an operator of the highest star level. For basic headhunting and chartered headhunting banners, Endmins are guaranteed to get an operator of the highest star level within 80 pulls. Also, for chartered headhunting, the rate-up operators of the current banner is guaranteed within 120 pulls.
120, that's the Spark
Additionally,
system.
the rate-up operator of an ongoing chartered headhunting banner will also appear in the next 2 chartered headhunting banners after their own banner expires. Banner reruns will also appear in the future, so you can plan your pulls accordingly.
Okay,
After
you
60
can
chartered
lose your
headhunting
50-50 to an older
You'll also get
character.
a headhunting dossier. That
That's
auto
still
converts
one
to a
of the
special
limited
10
operators.
times permit for the
I don't
next
think they're going
chartered
to make these as
head-hunting
standard
banner.
ones.
Don't forget to use it on time. The official release is also getting the urgent recruitment feature. After making 30 chartered headhunting pulls, you'll also get a free 10 times pull for the current banner. But please note that this
just
free
like that.
10 times pull is not counted towards the guarantee. However, if you do get what you want with this free 10 times pull, the guarantee
Just
is not
trying
affected
to
either.
get you
Similarly, these free pulls are
engage
not
your
counted
luck a
towards
bit.
the guarantee. Given the special occasion of our release celebration, we'll be opening 3 chartered headhunting banners in this order: Scars of the Forge, the Floaty Messenger, and Hues of Passion. And for these 3 chartered headhunting banners of the release celebration, operators from an upcoming
Angelina
banner
was
might
going
make
to be
a
a
surprise
standard banner.
appearance in an earlier banner too. For example, you'll have a chance to pull Gilberta and Yvonne during the Scars of the Forge banner. Now, back to the Arsenal exchange we just mentioned.
So we get
Headhunting not
3
only
new
gives you
operators, they're
operators,
all
but Arsenal tickets for getting weapons as well. There are many ways to get Arsenal tickets. In addition to headhunting, you can also get them from the credit store,
But
weekly
if you lose
routine,
the sort
and
of
a number of
50-50,
bundle
you can still
purchases.
get Angelina
You can
or
also
Yvonne
get them
from
from
the
the
banner.
Protocol Pass. Unlike Beta Test 2, the official release also lets you convert Origeometries into Arsenal tickets. To get weapons, you can spend Arsenal tickets to perform an Arsenal issue that gives 10 weapons at once. Arsenal tickets can also be used to directly purchase certain 5 or 6-star weapons. Some in-game features may also give you weapons. Arsenal issue
Credit
also has a
store,
guarantee
I'm not
system.
sure.
For every issue banner, a weapon of the highest star level is
That you can't
guaranteed
beat,
in
you can
4
ironically
issues.
get 3
The
6
rate up
stars in
weapon
the
is guaranteed
120
in
pools.
8 issues.
Looks like it doesn't.
We added something at the
Like,
10th
you have the
issue,
standard PD and
which gives
60
an arms
pools,
offering crate that lets you get a
with
non-rate up
the
weapon of
drop
choice.
rate that keeps increasing
After that,
until you get the
every
6
8
star.
issues gives you a rate
But
up
that
weapon
6
or an
star
arms
may or
offering
may
rate
not
in
be
rotation.
the rate up one.
Every investment will be
If
worth
it's
its
not,
while.
it could be one of the other
We also
two.
went over Edmund's
the
Beta Test
Yvonne.
2 feedback and extended the duration of the Arsenal issue banners. And for the official release, these
it
issue
looks
banners
like
will be
they're doing something
available in the
similar to
following
weapons
order:
as well.
Smelting Forge issue, Express Delivery issue, and Graffiti issue. Now, let's
Except
briefly
that
talk about the
weapons you can
Protocol
also
Pass.
just
The
buy
Protocol
from the
Pass is a
shop
milestone
by
system based on
pulling
daily
on the
gameplay
weapons
and
banner.
progression. In addition to the basic supply and the paid protocol customized tiers, you can
I guess
also
this is going
spend
to be something similar
Origeometries to
to
unlock the
the,
Originium
what do
supply
we call
tier that also
the
rewards
ones,
you with
non-are
Origeometries.
real.
For the official release, we
You
improved
keep
Protocol
pulling,
Pass
you don't get
rewards of
anything. You
various
save up
tiers.
tickets, you buy the
在继
weapons.
续往下之前啊，我们也想说句实话，这段时间准备公测，我们真的很紧张。
我感觉也绷不住了。
是的，一方面呢，是因为周末地终于要和大家见面了；那另一方面，我们其实也总是在想，我们还能为管理员的启程到底多做点什么？
对，所以趁今天这个机会啊，我们也想亲手为大家准备一些礼物，也算是我们的一点心意了。
哦，那你要说这个，你看我发现什么了？
哦，
给大家看一下啊。看到这2个圆盘，饶老师你懂了吧？
这个完全就
The
是
games
熟悉的手感，熟
change,
悉的味
the
道。
mini games
看到
don't.
这个轮盘的时候，我相信老玩家的 DNA 都已经动了啊！我也想要这个，说实话。
看来今天有机会延续一下咱们的手气
And of
了。
course, this is
那可以看一下
SL.，
那简单咱们介绍一下规则吧。我们的今天所有奖励都会通过这2个圆盘来给大家发放。首先，我们会请阮老师转这边的圆盘来确定咱们的奖励类型，上面有很多实用道具啊，这个千金玉、折金票，非常记住，都是我想要的东西啊。然后我们会请海猫老师来再转这边的圆盘来确定咱们的奖励倍数。那么这个规则大家应该也都了解了啊，我们就先请阮老师。
哦，让我先来。来了！
看一看我们成功的第一步，加油啊，阮老师！
这音票也不是不行吧？
也不是不行吗？
也不是不行吧？
没关系，阮老师，我们要相信。
我们要相信海猫。
对，这个 RA 无论怎么转，我相信老玩家的眼中，在我的这个转盘上只有一种选择，是吧？就是大家都知道，在方舟的话，这个转盘有个规则怪谈，就是当转盘没有被观测的时候，它是有多种状态的叠加态的。但是当转盘出现在节目现场的时候，它的结果很有可能只会通向一个。
我来就是为了看这个是不是真的。海文老师，来给大家展示一下你的功夫吧。
好，我们开始。
这
个有点问题，修正一下。这个转盘不好说。
Accidentally stepped in front of it.
此时此刻，
恰如
彼时彼刻。
好吧，那么我佩服了。 好功夫啊，一下就赚到了奥呢。那么非常感谢我们2位老师，也恭喜我们的管理员了。这次奥呢可以直接包括500千金玉、6000张折机票、30张初期作战记录、30个武器检查单元、5个协议扔柱、5个协议圆盘。大家不要忘记通过兑换码领取哦。
As a code.
Attention please. System check. Enfield is waiting on the icon. The myth.
And it's next
The
week.
legend.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
They're getting closer and lovelier with unspeakable menace underneath. Dispatch phase now revealed. Supply stage stock renewed, and it gets real. What is the deal? Still kept concealed. Oh, long-eared beast. Oh no, my long-eared beast. Anchor drop from above. Anomaly, homeland is crushed. Crisis changing, crisis waiting. Angels are waking up, let's face it. Integrated industry, production line set, everything free. Parts machine, seed machine. Things you ain't seen,
I'm
but
gonna be honest,
they will
the
run.
factory aspect kind of scares me a little bit. Because I'm not the type of person who watches tutorials or guides. I just like to figure things out myself. And I've never played Factorio nor Satisfactory. Might not be that bad of an idea to just pick it up and try a couple of before and build.
No way! A garbage truck? Now take the ride, feel the drive, and I'm ready to go. I run free like the wind, just as free like the wind.
除了跟随主线剧情推进等级和内容之外呢，我们在地图设计中也埋入了大量可以玩的细节。以公测版本开放的50前2张地图为例，它被划分成了多个风格各异的区域。管理员呢，既可以跟随支线任务前进，也可以完全按照自己的节奏自由探索。那接下来就一起随我们去看看吧。
往前走走看，哎，旁边有个光点，不行不行，这个必须要摸一下，我不摸不舒服。
确实，白捡的怎么能不要呢？
哦，那我们接着往前走再看看。哇，哦，这就是50乘4K 的效果吗？我还真的是第一次看呀，
太漂亮了！
哇，真的有点震撼了。
不愧是塔维尔第一雄关。
确实，这么看非常的细节。不行不行，我们马上得从旁边下去看看吧。
哦，能走进去？
走。
I want to interact with guests just once.
电梯，不错。
你知道我最不喜欢电梯了。哎，
积极过往。
哦，果然是体育生啊，体质就是好。
前面有个协议传送点啊，我们还需要解开一下，以后肯定也要再回来的。
哎，这是我们的一个传送点，哎，解锁了之后，后面就可以更方便的过来了。
好东西。
最后呢，这里再上个主法。
这难道是传说中的新的主法？
带博主法。
刚竣工啊，抓工，这是什么？
这个给大家展示一下我的神秘大工程。
哦，还要放滑索了，
上滑索，对，启动。
Can build this anywhere?
这我们游戏里面非常有特色的一个滑索，可以看东西。
我最喜欢这个。
那通过建设不同的滑索啊，管理员们可以自由穿行于这个地图之间啊，大大提升这个跑图效率。而且这个滑索的建造位置是大家可以自定义的。
哎，对，而且我特意把它放在了我特别喜欢的一个东西里面，就是这个天使庄阵列。哇，近看我觉得它真的非常有气势，说实话。
啊，既有功能性又有观赏性。
那肯定，
前有绝景啊。
那这么好的滑索，你搭了多久？
这个事儿不能细问，但是我说2个小时。
And that's something that you have in your own world.
健身手到一只手。
对啊。
啊，这个前面有个小机器人拼图啊，好想拿这 SOS 啊！
不要慌，等会儿下滑索再去摸它。
这又绕远了。
而且这里专门停在了一个我觉得水的区域下来很舒服。
不过确实是一个不错的入城索道，还可以用来送货。
对，还有送货没讲。
那我们刚刚领了个任务啊，告诉说我们这个下面的水塘里面藏了好东西啊。
下面好像真的有东西在发光，也看见没？
哦，对，
这是有东西。
就直接下去会
不行！
这个任务有些玩家也有记得，
赶紧看看。
聪明的管理员一定想到了，需要用我们的集成工业系统。
哦，整个水泵。
对，我们要先把这个水池给冲干了。
整个水泵刚好我包里带了。
DF fishing, but it's industrialized fishing.
整个水泵。
No
水泵
fishing
出来
rod,
之后
just
呢，我们
machine.
得把水运到一个地方，所以这里必须要拉一条管道出来，
对，接上管
对
道，，
接到我们的别的系统里面。哦，这样哦还不行，还不行，还不行，我们必须再给它上电。那水泵工作要电的嘛，对不对？
对，好，
Okay,
加
that's
电，
our
大功告
island.
大功告成。哦，大家看看这个水管里面是
And
不
you
是自来
set
水
this
了？
stuff up in the open world
源源不断
directly.
呀。
哦
我们等就可以了，
哦，等一会儿就可以了。我们先等一会儿呗，
没问题。
别的地方
要不先
转一转
玩点别的，先转一下吧。好吧。
啊，
哦，
A few moments later，已经过了一阵子了啊，这个该回来看看了。这个水抽干没？
应该抽干了。
哎，怎么感觉这个页面咋感觉好像
这水还
还没动啊，
没
动
没动啊？什么情况
什么？情况？
想必自然是这个
什么东西啊？
水只有4
我
万的水，
4万单位的水，
一台水泵怎么够呢？
这个完全抽不动呀，这咋整？
超级加倍啊！
忍不了。
超级加倍，
再
超级加倍
整点，再整点，这不行，给他安排上
Oh,。they want to drain the pool.
哎呀，我靠，没想到这边这么多水的吗？
原来是这么解决问题的。
当然，这个
拉满，
不
So
然
instead
怎
of
么
little
太容易
puzzle
拿到
build
就
exploration, we're going to have
会
this
会
sort
有
of
宝藏。
语音一下
things
位置
that
，OK，这里可以
construct stuff
话说咱们
in
是
order
真的
to
不算是
open the way
破
for
坏当地
something.
环境嘛，大哥。
哎呀，没事儿，我们抽完了，最后再给它弄回来了，就不算破坏了呀。
有道理呀。
那你还可以把精制过的比较优良的药水灌到这个池子里，
啊，
啊，
亏你想得到。可以，
这
等会儿我
也
们再来看看吧
是很多同学的智慧。
这个地方好大的野外啊，这里面，哎，等一下，你感不感觉这个墙有点不太一样？
有东西。
这个装置代表着前面需要攻击。
哦，摸了这里面，
哦，
看来真的别有洞天，对不对？
哦，太神奇了，这不是我们的原矿吗？
These mysterious walls are something that once were in ancient too.
还有大号宝
Then
箱，
they
还有3
figured
个
out
这个
that
宝
people
箱那这些
had
小
no
怪对不
idea
起了
where they were and they stopped
必须
doing it.
安排一波。OK，我们先让管理员用一个重击，然后小陈赶紧补上一个技能。这个时候我们稍微缓一缓，按出这个重击之后，管理员摸他一下 ，OK， 管理员一个大招，然后能让他掉很多血。哦，两个东西来，赶紧闪开。
好功夫呀，Ra 哥。
不行，他们现在这个东西有点太慢。OK， 刚好现在碰住他了。
One thing I still don't know how to feel about is having
赶紧
4 characters out
，OK，
of
刚好
field
这个时
at
候触发了
once.
个均位连线技，然后
Maybe
配合
it's
均位的大
to
招，
use the
我们使用
rotations.
它的连线技，
Maybe
顺便触发均位大招的一个效果。
simplistic
然后
things
他在这个状态有点
with
困
them engage
这个时候使用大潘的技能，
停下来，
哦，太帅了这下。
然后小陈一个技能上来，我们先把这只解决了，那只等一下再管它。OK， 小陈这个大招先把这只解决了。OK， 最后只剩一只了，啊，这个手到擒来啊，
but
流畅
that's
，Ra 哥。
hopefully
这个
it
操
feels
作
great.
还行吧。
啊，击操6下，坐起来。
还行。
果然面对这种比较棘手的怪，还是需要控制的。
哦，对，把管理员一个技能收掉。
这套配对我学会了。
要去
超了，
这一套属于是我用的比较顺手的物理队，还可以的。
Ra 牛亲自推荐。
啊，又过了好久啊，这个水也该抽干了吧？大力出奇迹啊！
差不多了。你看，哦，看这里面真
哦
的水好像真的全部抽干了耶。
哦，我害怕，我们在往下看的时候，不会有人把我们踹下去吧？
没事，我不会踹你的。
没事，现在我们缺一个光头的 NPC 啊。
啊。哎，这是
But
这个
volume
是
is
我们游
this
戏里面一
the
个
love, it's hard to
可以
hear
用
what you
射流无人
say.
机交互的一个玩意儿，大家看一下。
哦
we can lower this a little bit
的一个互动道具。
水继续清一清。
对，大家可以在这里面尽情的接下来探索里面的宝藏。
It's just that I'm not running my mic through the usual channels.
哦，等一下，什么情况，Ra 哥？
哎，
快跑！
哎呀，我先跑一下，哎呀，啊，这不行啊，这个
And off
总
they
不
go.
会是我操作问题吧？这个总不会说操作问题吧？
要不要提升练度？
应该不用吧？哦，有办法了。我们游戏其实除了提炼度之外，还有一个办法能解决这个问题。哦，哎，看我们的解决方法。
虽然不知道是什么，但我开始笑了。
这里放了很多塔。
I don't know, I think it's cool that we see these sort of constructions and setups basically everywhere.
没错，这塔一圈绕一圈的，这就是中
I
国地
am
工业
getting a
真正
bit
的
worried about how many maps we're going to grind in order to let us build all this new stuff.
哎，
Especially since a lot of it seems to be just
完全不需要
throwaway
关键出
stuff.
手啊。
对啊，
You go somewhere, you build a bunch of stuff, like the pumps that drew out the water that let the characters access this zone.
简直是科妙，这才是
Once the water's gone, they're just going to be useless there, aren't they? So you either have to go back to deconstruct them, or you just leave them eternally, basically. But that feels like a bit of a waste of mats.
我们刚刚体验到的是丰富的塔维尔的改造内容。那管理员刚刚看到的也会与筑摩地中另一个重要的玩法集成工业系统的巧妙结合。
那集成工业系统到底是什么呢？那它能干什么？两位老师能不能给我们的管理员都仔细的介绍一下呢？
哎，别着急，关于集成工业系统，这次我们也制作了一个小短片，大家一起来看一下吧。
Hear the factory's call. The legendary clothes shall be awakened. A hammer-forged body of steel shall withstand and defeat thundering impacts. Let the restless industry of the AIC
This
achieve
felt
the
like a
miracle
skin,
of mass
but
production.
that's a weird ad.
AIC Factory. Gear up and forge the future. Unlimited supply, no lucky draws.
I love that it's on a toy mannequin.
The best varieties, carefully selected and grown. All natural tastes and flavors guaranteed. From the vine to the dinner table, from the orchard to your eyes. The quickest way to satisfy your palate. Freshly delivered. Just open and enjoy. AIC Factory. With these flavors, we shall satisfy the future. Administrator Authority level verified. AIC Factory officially deployed. Outpost basic needs fulfilled. Production efficiency is at 300% of pre-deployment levels. Damaged vehicles and large machinery repaired. Power supply network optimized. Post-deployment
They have
operational
some
efficiency is
amazing artists
stabilizing
to
at
put this stuff
120%
together,
of early
especially for
estimates.
these little ads
Modular
that
and
basically
agile
lead to
production
nothing.
flows are the next step of industrial evolution.
This is next
AIC
step of
Factory.
graphic design
The
is my
technology
passion.
shall build a future. Endfield Industries Company is currently seeking talented individuals. If you are studying civil engineering,
Forgot to
smart
turn my ad
construction,
block off. Oh, don't
geological
worry,
engineering,
doesn't
automation,
matter.
smart devices and systems,
Also, hey,
robotic
Helman, welcome.
engineering, industrial
You're looking forward to
intelligence,
Endfield as well?
biological engineering, chemical engineering and technology, environmental science and engineering, materials science and engineering, or food engineering, please get in touch with us.
For Endfield, carrying out exploration, development, and production on Talos 2, and leaving behind a useful legacy is very important. This is why we designed the AIC Factory. You can use AIC Factory facilities to create your own automated production lines. Start with simple lines and gradually expand them to a large industrial complex. Once it starts working, the AIC Factory will endlessly produce gear, medication, and other materials to support exploration and combat. We also know that some admins want quality of life features,
And
progressing
there
through
they
the
are.
game unlocks the blueprint system. You can treat blueprints as
Gigantic
verified
copy-paste.
AIC solutions. With blueprints, you can quickly build, copy, move, and delete entire production lines. This feature will let you place massive AIC factories in no time. You can use simulation
And thankfully
tutorials to
all
learn
this
about the
stuff can
production
also be set
logic,
up
then
from
deploy
the
functional
top.
lines with a single button. Once you get the hang of it, you can save your own designs as blueprints.
I've only seen a little bit of a stream, people were running around putting this stuff up in
We
like
hope to share
third-person
blueprints with various
perspective.
admins and discuss
That would
about
have felt
designs
like
that are
hell.
peak efficiency, or even peak clowning. But do send your fantastic blueprints my way. Having everyone discussing and sharing great ideas is what we want to see. As for the ultimate factory solution, we're counting on our admins to figure it out. As you continue to explore, Endfield will also set up outposts in various regions. These regions may have unique features that affect the looks of the AIC factory. For example, Wuling is a land of mountains and flowing rivers. The factory will revolve around pumping and processing fluids. Mass production of a special material called Zeronite will also become possible. I really like these outposts with their unique features, landscapes, and demands for goods. In the process of designing various AIC factories to meet their needs, some focus on
Okay,
producing
so basically you
combat
also
gear
need
and
factories
medication,
depending on the
while
materials
others
that you
support
have
trade and
available
regional
around
development to
said
drive
factory.
outpost growth. Even within
And
the
looks like
same
you
region,
can't just send
different
mats
admins
from
bring
one way
unique
to the other.
ideas. resulting in vastly different outposts. Automated production, regional development, and industrial evolution based on local geography, building the AIC factory is a step-by-step process. We hope the AIC factory experience will let our Endmans realize that this is more than just automation, but a major force in transforming the whole of Talos 2. We just revealed the tip of the iceberg. As for the stuff that lies in store, I think it's best we leave it for our Endmans to discover. Besides, the core feature we just introduced, the game has tons of interesting content that await your discovery. This includes operators' narrative events. On the day of official release, the new narrative event for Lava Chain, Fire Consume the Ashen Past, will also become available. This story shall start from your first meeting with her.
Built for
Open the stone gate of the ice fields, follow the traces, and approach the deepest recesses of your memories. The journey is more than just battles. While journeying across Valley 4 and Wuling, you can also capture the landscape you saw along the way and take photos of moments from your adventure. You can even take photos to complete missions and earn rewards. From the mysterious results of AIC factories to quirky interactions, you can capture it all. There are also places with details that calls for a closer look. Like that final door at the River Bandit Cave. There's actually stuff inside. The research center also has an ordinary-looking phantom wall hiding a mysterious bookshelf.
And it looks like the phantom walls are going to be a bit of a staple of exploration here.
Features.
Otherwise, they wouldn't showcase them this often. Well, looks like an entire new world will adopt more minigames.
To Dijiang whenever they want a break. While aboard Dijiang, you can interact with operators. The ship also has functional cabins where you can link up with other Endmans, showcase your achievements, trade elastic goods, and even dive into a mysterious realm to explore and hunt for treasure. I really like this place. The journey may take us to distant places, but we need a place to call home. We're adding clue collection to the reception room. Endmans are welcome to send and receive clues to each other.
Oh god!
This looks super familiar, doesn't
this
it?
back.
While walking around Dijiang,
please don't make Clue 7 the bane of our existence again.
It's a vibe I want to be a part of. Besides exploring the mysterious realm aboard Dijiang, we also prepared several permanent gameplay features
but
for
yeah,
our
if we get our station like this, we can just run around it and meet operators freely. That's going to make things feel a lot more lively.
但别担心啊，管理员可以按照自己的节奏慢慢体验这些内容。像干员叙事活动啊，我们也是逐步更新的。公测当天会开放栏位和蓝湾厅的，那公测后呢，还会陆续开放吉尔佩塔、伊冯的叙事活动。通过这些故事，又多了一个。
The only thing I'm not a big fan of so far is the fact that MC starts with amnesia.
哎，对了，关于常驻玩法，
You guys know how I feel about amnesia.
太见过的新内容啊，能不能请两位？ 趁这个机会把常驻玩法的系统给管理员们介绍介绍呢
？DC 老师很细心啊，这个当然可以了。首先
Let's start with Etch Space Salvage. Use the spatial device aboard Dijiang to enter it. Explore different areas and complete various commissions. Collect gatherables and ores to improve your exploration capacities. They are also exchangeable for ore barrels. Next is our Umbral Monument that offers a series of rather difficult challenges. Unlike Beta Test 2, the Umbral Monument is now a permanent feature and we added time challenges to it. Complete the goals within the countdown to earn even more Aura Barrels.
These look like it's going to be weekly bosses.
And then trim it. Rules for normal
and of course they brought back medals and trimming
into the challenge. We hope this will get more Endmans to attempt these challenges. The final permanent feature is Delver of the Cryptic with spatial sets of challenges. Each spatial set has a number of protocol spaces. Complete them to get a one-time reward of Aura Barrels and progression materials. Meeting certain requirements also gets you an engraved medal. It doesn't matter if you want to explore loot, fight a tough battle, or
I just
solve
guess
puzzles.
it's level up
There's something
materials,
for
skill
everyone.
material,
All
traces
Endmans are
materials
welcome
and
to take up
whatnot.
these challenges.
Or I guess that's the most, well,
How does a mountain
most
herb
likely guess
become
at least.
Jinsao drink? Our story begins when the morning sun pours upon Hengshan and stirs the local flora awake. Jinsao is the essential raw material for this beverage.
And we're back to ads.
To improve production, the seed picking unit will nurture wholesome seeds raised from wild stock. From there, the planting units will raise every seed to perfection. The shredding units then convert plant matter into fine powder. When mixed with water purified through Hongshan's unique technology, it forms an aqueous mixture, which undergoes a final refinement to yield a pristine solution. Precision filling and packaging are subsequently carried out on an automated production line. Instant and sustainable recovery. Jinsao drink. The travel companion you can depend on.
Oh wait, these are going to be energy potions. Or stamina, damn it. Sanity restoration
Talos 2
potions.
is a pretty big place. When are you setting off? Wuling Travel Service, your one-stop solution for a perfect adventure
I
of
wish real
Talos
ads
2.
were like this.
I know the
They
entire
have a
place
lot of
like
work
the back
put
of
into
my
them.
hand. I've been in the pioneering business for years. Need to reach a precipitous vantage point, but couldn't figure out how. Not a prop. I got the perfect workaround. In for the
The
thrill
blind
and
ad.
suspense. We got those options too. Fun and satisfaction guaranteed. Haba haba! See that? Living, breathing ecology. You won't get this anywhere else. Weapons, gear, local produce. You got a need, I got you fixed. Don't worry about angry pieces of local geology. Delivery is guaranteed upon payment. Naturally, good stuff costs a bit of a premium.
You can't show us bikes if you don't
Food
give us
time,
one.
and this is where the magic happens. Wuling Travel Service. Fun plus the bestest of bad and board. Yum, yum. Super rich protein spiced
Even
up
though
with all
we
natural
both
condiments.
teleports
A
and the
single
zipline
bite is
system,
only
I'm
for
not sure
this
having mounts is
gastronomic
going to be that
ecstasy.
great.
Wuling Travel Service. Your bestest travel companion in Talos 2. Service begins once you leave the door. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Welcome back, Enmins. Having introduced our official release content, we'd like to invite you to join us for a glimpse of the future of Talos 2. The story of Valley 4 reminds us that some factions are already testing the fringes of the civilization band. On the eve of an even larger blight disaster,
Hey, do we
our
get
Enmins
an
are quickly
actual
led to
release
Qingbo
schedule?
Stockade in the outskirts of Wuling City. It's a place where conspiracies stir. As the story progresses, you suddenly lose contact with Supreme Chief Tongtong of Qingbo Stockade that you met and
Hello.
befriended earlier on. Meanwhile, you receive news of bone crushers suddenly appearing near Qingbo Stockade. With so many things happening at once, you're forced to head to Qingbo Stockade to check on Tongtong, as well as the local situation. An
Hello,
old
number
friend
2.
who disappears and landbreakers showing up. It doesn't sound like a coincidence. And once you step into Qingbo Stockade, you realize that the situation is far more complicated and dangerous than you expected. Things that transpired in Qingbo Stockade won't stop there. As you press forward, you learn that even Wuling will not be safe in the face of the Blight Tide.
That was
This
the
boundary
enemy
bastion
evil
of
lady,
peace
and I guess
order
that's the
will
first
face its own
subordinate.
trials. The story will continue. Your choices will be crucial,
But it's
Enmins.
all girls.
The path ahead will open up more regions. You'll also be able to meet more companions to fight along your side. The next 2 version updates following the official release will come with a new map to explore and discover. Hence, Tongtong of Qingbo Stockade will be a key character. What will be her choices? How would she choose to fight alongside
Hey,
our
that's
Enmins?
cute.
Her story is really something to look forward to. And do keep following our updates.
说到新伙伴和新道路，其实从预约开始到现在，这段旅程一直有许多管理员陪着我们。在这里呢，也非常感谢每一位管理员的关注与支持。明日方舟周末地目前已经达成了全球3500万的预约里程碑目标，同时呢，全球官方社媒的关注奖励也已经全部解锁。
35 million 1 week before release,
20张基
basically.
础巡访凭证、5星武器、终点之声等全部里程碑奖励，我们会在公测开启后 通过邮件内邮箱发放给每一位管理员。
我们也会在近期正式开启预约下载，管理员们可以提前做好准备，等到公测开启后的第一时间内直接进入塔维尔。
It's on the Epic Store,
在正式踏上塔维尔之前啊，我们还为管理员们准备了一份临行清单。
没错，预抽卡活动临行事项已经开启。
在物资中心最多进行10次抽取，必定获得5星武器钢铁语音。
欢迎管理员邀请自己的好友一同助力。
是的，期待大家的参与
The extra mats, the 5-star weapon, it's all fine.
多准备一
Pretty
些后
sure
勤知识
we'll be giving those up eventually once we start
SK
working
Port
towards
也为
the
大家准备了
6-star
不少活动
options,
与工具
but
支持。
still.
首先呢是下载福利，预下载开启后，管理员们前往 SK Port 下载明日方舟周末地，就可以解锁千金玉、SK Port 外观等专属福利，并且呢还能参与额外的抽奖活动。
They need to try and do whatever they can to bring more people onto their platform. Even though I'm pretty sure just making the platform better overall would work a
另外
lot better.
SK Port 也即将推出管理员工作记录手册，大家可以用它来记录自己在塔维尔的探索经历与重要瞬间。同时呢，也能领取对应的千金玉奖励哦。
Yes, when it comes to Steam, it's always nice to see that they do nothing and they always win.
希望能帮助
They
管理员
just
们
keep
在探
winning.
索、规划和日常体验上走得更顺一些。
管理员，欢迎登录 SK Port。
This is Metal Scar Radio. 6 months on air, 0 days legal. Right, Cha-Cha. Wow, you're hopeless.
At this point, I've already
Well,
installed
this
it on
one's for you,
Mac.
my friend. No clue what's next, but guaranteed.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go with
your
the basic
moms
client as well.
Hate it. And we got letters about
Steam would have been
music.
perfect. Mostly because Steam has auto updates that work a lot better compared to Epic, at least for me.
Even
But
when
goddamn,
orders
we're
smothers
starting
the
with the character
sky,
APs already.
rhythms still punch through the concrete. Yeah, no aesthetic comments, but if you can still hear an attitude, you're not completely lost.
Oh, Gilberta gets one too, nice.
Any melody on our airwaves? At least it's unapproved. Damn it, they're here. Metal Scar Radio, wrong frequency, right texture. Don't panic if we go silent. We'll annoy you again. We'll just switch channels.
刚刚我们似乎接入了一段神秘信号，还
Music
听到了来
company
历不明
remains
的
a
石
music
音。
company no
看来
matter
是
the
误打
game.
误撞接入了铁痕电台的频道。那这个神秘
And
电
it's
台里
always
啊，
nice
可
when
藏的
gacha
不只
games
有
do
这一点
this.
内容，还有更多惊喜，就留给管理员们亲自用耳朵去探索。
来到漫画方面，以佩里卡为主角的故事《诺言》即将和管理员们见面。10年前，小佩里卡跟随着管理员来到中末地学习与生活的点滴。聪明的小佩里卡在地江号上与管理员和性格各异的中末地干员们碰撞出的各种趣事儿，也为当时处于紧张备战期的地江号带去了难得的活力与生
Oh,
机。
that's cute.
他的梦想，管理员的期望，相信都能在这段
A
故事
10-year
中找到
prequel
答案
manga.
请大家敬请期待
That。sounds nice.
以及《明日方舟》官方4格漫画123罗德岛与周末地联动的特别短篇漫画456周末地也要快上线了，究竟会碰撞出怎样的混乱与笑声呢？准备好迎接这场欢乐风暴了吗？
此外，还有 Q 版多格漫画《加油吧，中国地》，这是一部轻松搞笑的日常作品，带大家换个角度感受地江号的日常生活。或许大家能在这部漫画中感受到与游戏中不一样的中末地干员哦。
说到视野啊，周末地的旅程从一开始就不只是局限于脚下的这片土地，我们一直希望能和大家一起把目光一次次的投向更远的地方。
而这一次啊，我们想做的可能比之前都更加远一点，把探索的方向指向了星海。我们将在1月16号开启“捐与明星，共赴星海”的特别网页活动，管理员可以通过网页登录的账号确认登记信息。凡是参与登记并在公测后创建角色的管理员，你在中末地中的昵称和 UID 都会被刻录进特制的协议原石模型里。
最关键的是，这个承载着大家名字的协议原石将会跟随卫星一起离开地表，被发射至太空。
我的名字真能上太空吗？这是在宇宙里留下我们共同的坐标啊！这样的想法真的太浪漫了，
Wait, didn't
绝对会
Honkai
成
Star
为
Rail
我们
do
最独一
something
无二的经
similar?
历。
是的，
with
我
the
自己啊也一
tickets
定会
on
参加。
launch.
小时候啊，仰望星空，总觉得那片宇宙遥不可及。现在能有这样的机会，用这样一种方式，感
Yeah,
觉
they're
我
going to
们
get
和
a
星
few
空的距
people
离
print
真的
their
被拉
names
近了
onto
一
a
点。
card and
我
send it
当然
off
也会
into
参加了，
space.
而且我觉得最重要的是，这次是和所有的管理员们一起参加这个活动。想想看，我们的名字将共同跨越天际，走进星海，这不正是最棒的同行吗？我们再次诚挚地邀请每一位管理员参与，让我们一起见证这个名字走出边界，迈向星海的时刻吧。
接下来，我们想跟管理员们分享一些联动活动情报。为了丰富管理员们的体验，也希望能在不同的场景里和大家相遇。明日方舟周末地将与世界各地的品牌展开多项合作，来一起看看吧。
Collabs, but I guess this is mostly going to just be merch. And of course, real life events. Lots and lots of food stores. But still, these are mostly collabs.
更多
When
合
it
作
comes
细
to
节，
Rumble
我
Fantasy,
们会
they
在
somehow
后续
managed to
陆
open
续
their
与大
very
家分
own
享。
store.
管理员们可以关注官方社媒查看详细联动情报哦。
Oh god, they're back. Brazil? Well, yeah, but it's going to be merch. Well, either merch or some food store. I'm pretty sure you can get some sort of stuff like standees, stickers, or small pieces of merch like that.
“欢迎回来，管理员们！全新的吉祥物生活账号龙泡泡和山团团正式上线，和龙泡泡、山团团、山山
Oh,
兔
they
一起
made
度
the
过
beans
轻
an
松愉
official
快的日常吧。
mascot.
接下来这一条，我知道很多管理员会特别期待，周末地工业也将迎来自己的实体化。我们与新环重工的联动带来了2款巨能构建系列的发光摆件。
Instead of character merch, we had building merch, so you can make the factory grow in your own home.
带上原始抑制器，投放协议核心，摆上基建设施，管理员们在家里也能体验集成工业系统的筹划乐趣了。
在手办方面，周末地的第一批1:7比例的手办即将登场，干员陈千羽、佩丽卡、伊冯都会以精美的实体造型与大家见面。我们会在未来陆续公布各个企划的详情，各位管理员千万不要错过哦。
1/7, how hard
在
is
此基础
this?
上，精彩仍在延续。
35
这一次
centimeters.
我们还将周末地的周边带到了世界各地。明日方舟周末地主题周边快闪店将于1月24日至2月8日在美国、法国、日本、韩国同步开启活动。更多详细信息，大家可以关注官方社媒查看最新情报哦。
没有办法参加现场活动的玩家也不用担心，周末地的周边商品也会陆续上架 GRIIINDDDDD 官方周边线上商店，
大家可以关注网店账号，前往商城线上选购哦。哎，到这个时候，我得替咱们的观众朋友们多问一句了。你说咱们周末地的直播会不会再有一轮转盘环节？
Not
必须
a
的
roulette
啊！你
spin.
看改天的2个转盘是不是？等了半天了，赶紧上来吧，是吧？再走一趟。
对啊，我刚才就已经看见工作人员在里面偷摸摸的准备了，正好现在可以端上来。
Sounds like it deals for 40k terrain, if it's big enough.
辛苦老师来了，
看看熟悉的感觉，
熟悉的感觉啊，
又来了。
又来了。
那么我们就不卖这个关子了，我们还是要请2位老师来转动我们命运的转盘的，大家一块来看看我们这次有
We've
什么
got
奖励，
the
好吧？
original primal ready, pretty sure we're just going to go all in on something else. But the big mat has already been secured.
也是有用的吧，总归来说。
阮老师什么情况？怎么变成武艺呀？那么这个
没事，还有这位呢。
要请我们的海毛老师了。好，我们先放在这里吧，太累了是吧？
我
海毛老师，见证奇迹还会再有吗？ 要来了吗？难道说
不要停下来呀！
奇迹太厉害了，太厉害了，居然有奇迹！天哪！
哦，没事儿，既然奇迹发生了，
Trying to be
那
all
我这
slick
边
there.
感觉上面这些东西好像似乎有一点不够尽兴啊！
难道说您的意思是？
我也来追加一个小奇迹吧。程序的痕迹加1。
For perseverance, it would be nice to know what this does.
太耀眼了啊！
Since it's only one, I'm
太
going
厉
to
害了！
guess
我们
it's
的 Running 老师
either
给我们增加了一份福利啊，存续的痕
max
迹高
level
级培
skill
养材
level
料
up。materials
既
or
然
something
都
like
演了
that.
那我想必也要告诉大家我的真实身份。其实我不是海猫肉和我是塔位2金玉王，还有高手。我要为各位管理员献上另外1000千金玉的祝福，
没想到还有
管理员的开疆扩土献上一臂之力。
天哪，那2位的手太快了，我都没有反应过来啊！哎，不过既然是为了给咱们的管理员们发福利送祝福，那我的态度只有一个了，非常的欢迎啊！那么感谢各位老师啊，也感谢我们的管理员们。那我来帮大家确认一下，第2轮的抽奖最终结果是1005个千金玉、6000张折金票、30张初级作战记录、30个武器检查单元、5个协议文件、5个协议圆盘，以及1个存续的痕迹。再次恭喜各位管理员们，还是要记得提醒大家，记得兑换码领取哟。不过说真的，除了这种抽奖啊，看运气的好事
They're having fun. Yeah, they're basically just putting on a show.
都给咱们的管理员多准备点实实在在的福利呢。
We actually want our Endmins to start their journey comfortably. So in addition to what we said, where players can get 4 new Horizon headhunting 10 times permanents by progressing through the main mission, the New Horizons headhunting also gives at least 1 6-star operator, and a New Horizons weapon supply where players can receive a 6-star weapon from a special list. We also prepared beginner sign-in bonuses. Sign in every day to get up to 12 chartered headhunting permits, as well as 6-star operator Ardelia and 6-star weapon dreams
and
of
we
the
get
Starry
another
Beach.
6-star weapon selector.
Additionally, there will be a permanent giveaway event. As you gain authority levels, this event gives you another 40
character plus
basic
weapon.
headhunting
And
permits.
since she's a healer, she's
4,000
basically going to be
barrels,
our 4th
and the
character
curated
in
weapon
every
supply
single
that lets you
team.
get a 6-star weapon of choice from a specific list. Don't forget what we just mentioned. All the pre-registration milestone rewards are unlocked, and they include 20 basic headhunting permits. Once the official release launches, the chartered
If I
headhunting
remember
banner
correctly,
will
you
also
get to
have
pick a
headhunting
6-star
sign-in
operator
events for their
from the
banners.
banner once
Every
you hit
headhunting sign-in
300
gives
pulls,
5 headhunting
and we have
permits for
60
that banner.
right here.
The release celebration will give a total of 15 headhunting permits this way. This adds up to 135 pulls in addition to 6-star operator Ardelia, the 6-star weapon dreams of the Starry Beach, plus 2 6-star weapon
If it's
selection
anything
crates.
like the
Our
closed
Endmins
beta,
will
I'm
be
afraid
really
you're going
getting
to
a
have to
mighty
wait
boost
until
for their
day
journey.
3
And
from
that's
our
just
daughter.
the release
But
celebration
still,
bonuses.
it's only
The
3
game
days.
itself will have plenty of other rewards and freebies to claim. We've briefly mentioned some of them earlier on. For example, storage crates you discovered during exploration now give more ore barrels. The protocol pass is a lot more generous too. We also expanded the means of getting more arsenal tickets. Besides the existing sources, arsenal tickets can also be acquired via weekly routine or exchanged with ore
Oh, right. I hear
geometries.
people talk about
Acquisition
rerolling,
of
but
limited time
are you guys
banner
planning to
resources
reroll?
is also optimized. The weekly routine we
Because I
mentioned
don't think
lets
I'll be
you get some
bothering
ore
with it.
barrels and arsenal tickets. At the quota exchange, Endmins had to spend bond quota to get 5 chartered headhunting permits. They can now be acquired by spending AIC quota now, making them
Oh, and
easier
they're making
to get.
acquiring
This
tickets
item
even
is also
easier.
refreshed with the start of every chartered headhunting banner. Our Endmins who keep playing will naturally acquire these resources over time, a stable source to keep our Endmins assured. And since we don't want our Endmins to miss anything, we made a special page in the game to highlight these free bonuses. Visit the page anytime. No one's going to feel lost again.
Okay, cool. This is what
We
they're
hope
doing
these
with
changes will
Conquesta
make
Rail
every
as well,
Endmin's
where you have
journey
one
on
page
Talos
that
2,
tells you all the
whether it
new
be
stuff
filled
that
with
you're supposed to
exploration,
unlock.
combat, or construction, a more comfortable experience.
说到这儿啊，也差不多到了该说再见的时候了。今天真的非常感谢各位管理员
I'll
抽
just
出宝
use
贵的
what I
时间
get, especially since it looks like most of this stuff you
从最
just
初的构想
consume on
到
the
即将正
standard
式与
banner.
大家见面，这条路并不算短，
Or at least
也
most
谈
of
不
the
上
free
轻松。
rewards are just
很
from
多
the
选择，
standard
很
banner.
多取舍，都是在反复推销中完成
And
的。
I get the feeling that eventually you should be able to unlock all these standard banner characters just by
也
continuing
正
on
是因为有
playing.
管理员，一点点把幻想落到现实里
Regardella
这个过程才有了
though,
意义。
sets us up nicely for a fire team.
每一个决定背后都是希望把最好的体验带给大家。
周末地呢还在继续成长，公测并不意味着一切已经完成，而是
So
意味
yeah, I
着
think
我们
it's
终
going to
于
be
可以把
fairly
这个世界
important to
交到
try
团员
and
手
get
中，
that sorter
在你们
early
的探
on.
索、反馈与陪伴中，让它变得更加完整。
我们会继续努力，把更多故事、更多回忆、更多值得停下脚步的瞬间带给大家。
管理员，周末地已经准备好了，
我们塔维尔再见，拜拜，
拜拜。
Good live stream, really good live stream. The few issues that the game had got kind of solved. We have to wait and see how things are going to play out. One thing I'm looking forward to more is going to see how they're going to handle combat, especially higher level combat.
And arrived at this
Mostly, I want some hard bosses.
However,
I want some really hard
all our
bosses.
dreams and plans fell into ruin with that same game. Someone very important commissioned us with the Zeroth Directive. Your awakening, as well as the mission and plan I mentioned, are a part of it.
So, who commissioned it?
You did. You might not remember this either, but you've always been the leader of Endfield Industries. You are the paragon and most important companion of every Endfielder.
I planted this oak to secure the continuation of life and civilization.
The seeds of justice and benevolence yielded nothing.
And I thought the Administrator, guardian of the Civilization Band, would be someone with ironclad resolution. To revive our civilization, you
And
led
how many people
Endfield
are actually
and
hoping
developed
that
the
the
proto-rig
first
technology,
evil boss
as
becomes
well as its
playable?
ultimate evolution,
Because not
the
gonna lie,
protocol
she looks kind of
automation
hot.
core.
Even though I guess
You're
there's
the
people
only
waiting
one
for a
who
playable
knows the
Camilla
entirety
over
of the
in
Zeroth
Defense
Directive.
Arknights to this
You
day.
would lead us as a true hero. But most people fail to realize why you would always return to hibernation.
You carry the future of Terra and Talos too, yet no one cares about your sacrifice. But I witnessed your disappointment and despair. After so many years, so many awakenings, barely a few stayed true to you till the end.
The Endman is no longer the hero who saved us. Perhaps it is wrong to expect the Savior to appear twice.
Endman.
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 Administrator. This time, you are no longer alone. You may have forgotten these faces, but they will remember yours. Their smiles are proof of your existence.
Hold on, just how much content is there? Yes, we have the space station, we have the desolation on the planet for the building zone. We've got definitely not China.
We shall fight with every power united till total deliverance.
So either they're spotting a ton of the story, or the first story is going to be like 50 hours long. Plus all of the exploration and whatever.
To end that unstoppable calamity, we must unite the past, present, and future of Talos 2.
Life is fair. I only perform the despicable theft of lives from those I held dear.
Unless there's also a few hints of like 1.1 in there.
Oh, the final lord I served. Come back to us.
Got the hype. Okay, that's it. Live stream's over. And oh wait, the admins have no mask. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the mask goes away by the time we finish the main story. Or at least as the cliffhanger between 1.0 and 1.1. I can still barely believe that we're finally there. Not to mention, there's been quite a few new phases. Somewhere around here.
I helped to us.
To every
See how far back were they?
we shall wait for you.
So Yvonne is going to be the third character release, Gilberta is going to be the second banner. Rossi. I swear, if I can get my hands on Surtur on release, Rossi is the first character I'm going to save for. Mostly because I've seen her appear in Kiravara's Endfield livestream, and I instantly fell in love. She's got quite the character too. No, Lifang should be one of the standard units if I remember correctly. Mifu is going to be new, likely either 4th or 5th character released, which again should be 1.1. And the same goes for Zhuhang. I think they're spoiling something. I think they might have been spoiling quite a bit. Oh, that's 3. Are they going to do 3 character releases per version? That's actually a big question, especially when you take into account that one guarantee is 120 pools. They didn't say anything about PT carrying over now, did they? That one may still not. I feel there's some move there too, like old companions from before Amnesia against us. That might be interesting. I want to see how it plays out. Okay, my eyes are gonna bleed, gonna sleep. Good night, Zera.
We shall fight with every power united till total deliverance of Talos 2.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 120 PT. Especially when it's paired with other systems like this. Because sure, if the rates are high enough, you can just get lucky. Like back in Arknights, if you have 50, 60 pools saved up, most of the time you get the character on rate up. That's not the problem. Even though Spark in Arknights is at either 200 or 300 pools. And again, that's really never been a problem. If I go check my Arknights collection, I've got like 90% of the characters in there, so if they do something similar in Endfield as well, it's going to be free-to-play paradise. Like, decent enough rates, decent enough income, you can potentially get all the characters you want. When it comes to rarity, 4 stars basically are going to be maxed out on day 1. 5 stars, it's very likely that we're going to just collect them all and still be able to max them all due to how much we're going to pull. 6 stars may be a bit of a problem. 6 stars, we're going to have to wait and see who we can skip and who we cannot. Where the gacha details.
Include progression materials in the headhunting currency Ouroboros. Weekly experience has been great for operating banners after their own hunting permits or other Reposition your operators or quickly react to combat situations. Actual buttons feel more intuitive. Reposition your operators or quickly react to combat situations. Actual buttons feel more intuitive than virtual ones. You can now explore Talos 2 whenever, wherever, and however you want. I can't wait for the official release. We just introduced a number of key optimizations for time. Admins on headhunters for the official release. In Endfield, our banners are divided into headhunting for operators and arsenal issue for weapons. These two systems are distinctive by design. Need operators? Go to headhunting. Need more weapons? Go to the arsenal exchange.
Okay, and we know there's two different currencies, one for headhunting, one for weapons. Later on, they claim that the currency for weapons we can also get easily for free or just farm it. So the entire weapon section should be a no issue.
Headhunting permits or other special permits acquired from progressing through the game, missions, or purchases can be used in three types of banners: New Horizons headhunting, basic headhunting, and chartered headhunting. A number of high-rarity operators will appear in chartered headhunting. Let's start with New Horizons headhunting.
Okay, Lifehang is down here. Ardelia we get for free, and after 200 pulls on the basic banner, we can pick one other operator for free. Rates, if I remember correctly, are 60 pulls for the soft PT. After 60 pulls, the rates keep increasing until you get one. So it's very likely that by the time we can select a free operator from the standard banner, we should have at least 2 or 3 of them. The only hope is that we dodge Ardelia. She's going to be free, so we need to try and dodge her from the basic banner. Honestly, I would be very happy with either Last Rite or Ember. Because if Ember, you're basically nice and set for a full fire team. If you get Last Rite, maybe a better idea to wait a little bit and get Yvonne instead.
For this banner, the required headhunting permits are acquired entirely through gameplay progression, completing the New Horizons headhunting banner.
And yet, only gameplay progression. You cannot buy standard banner tickets.
Also gives you an operator of the highest star level. For basic headhunting and chartered headhunting banners. And
okay, no, the PT is lower. The PT for the standard banner is 80 pulls. And after 300, you get the selector. So yeah, you should be able to get 3 of them before getting the selector.
Admins are guaranteed to get an operator of the highest star level within 80 pulls. Also, for chartered headhunting, the rate-up operators of the current banner is guaranteed within 120 pulls.
For the character rate-ups, 120. After 60 attempts, you receive a headhunting dossier, which will convert into a 10 pull for the next character headhunting banner when it begins. Okay, that's cool. Only for the next character headhunting though. Or at least that's what it says. So you do 60 pulls on Leviathan banner, you get a free 10 pull for Gilberta once she finally comes out. Fusion. Oh, hey Fusion, welcome. How are things going? This one says it's only the next charted headhunting. I don't know if we can save them. I remember the dev saying something about making sure we don't waste stuff. So this one might actually still be only exclusively for Gilberta. You can't save this for Yvonne.
Additionally, the rate-up operator of an ongoing chartered headhunting banner will also appear in the next 2 chartered headhunting banners after
this is also a little bit weird. Good, I recently picked up the Orgy Arknights as well. Nice. Apparently today is the release day of Hoshi Alter. I need to go pull further for her as well. The dossier is one thing people still hate. I don't know why they hate it. It's like an extra. Like you pull 60 times, you get a free 10 pull on the next banner. It doesn't count towards PT, sure, but it's still a free 10 pull, so why hate? Would it be better to just get an extra 10 tickets? Sure. Would it be better to just have a discounted expense for pulling on the banner of the character you want? Sure. But at the same time, it's a free 10 pool. Let's just be happy with our free 10 pool. This is the one thing I like the least. After removal, the 6-star operator will not be added to the basic headhunting, meaning one operator will be... Oh wait, does this mean that there are no? Okay, no, they're here, other 6-star operators. I was hoping there would be no basic banner operators on the charted headhunting there for a second, but it looks like that's not gonna be the case. Still, we have 5 base, that's 7, that's 8. So you still only have 2 chances out of 7 to pick a limited time operator if you lose a 50-50. Which is not ideal, but I guess it's also not the end of the world. We need to see how long these banners last. Because if they only last a week, it's complete garbage. If they last 2 to 3 weeks, we can maybe start talking.
Their own banner expires. Banner reruns will also appear in the future, so you can plan your pulls accordingly. After 60 chartered headhunting pulls, you'll also get a permit for chartered headhunting. Don't forget to use it on time. The official release is also getting the urgent recruitment feature. After making 30 chartered headhunting pulls, you'll also get a free 10 times pull for the current banner.
Oh wait, no, we actually get 20 pulls for free off of a single banner. 10 pulls for free after the first 30. But is this only for Levatine or is this for everyone? That's the big question. Because yeah, again, it doesn't count for the guarantee, but it's a free 10 pull.
Note that this free 10 times pull is not counted towards the guarantee. However, if you do get what you want with this free 10 times pull, the guarantee is not affected either. Similarly, these free pulls are not counted towards the guarantee. Given the special occasion of our release celebration, will be
February 7th to the 24th, and February 4th until the new version update. That's 20. Hold on. That's 3 weeks. That's less than 3 weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks and a little bit.
opening 3 chartered headhunting banners in this order: Scars of the Forge, the Floaty Messenger, and Hues of Passion. And for these 3 chartered headhunting banners of the release celebration, operators from an upcoming banner might make a surprise appearance in an earlier banner too. For example, we'll...
Not gonna lie, I hope that a triple character release is only for the first or the first 2 banners. I like it when we have a slower character release schedule. So hopefully 1.1 goes down to a 2 banner system. And ideally, we go down to a 1 banner per patch.
We'll have a
Again,
chance to
early days Genshin have been perfect for that. 1 new character per patch with all the pools that you get every month is fantastic for collection purposes.
Erta and Yvonne during the Scars of the Forge banner. Now, back to the Arsenal exchange we just mentioned. Headhunting not only gives you operators, but arsenal tickets for getting weapons as well. There are many ways to get arsenal tickets. In addition to headhunting, you can also get them from the credit store, weekly routine, and a number of bundle purchases. You can also get them from the Protocol Pass. Unlike Beta Test 2, the official release also lets you convert Origeometries into arsenal tickets.
But I get the feeling that converting Origeometries into arsenal tickets is not going to be that great of an idea. You keep your gacha currency to pull for characters, weapons remain a secondary option after you get the characters you want, especially if they treat characters as limited releases and after the 3-banner rotation or after their patch, they basically disappear until they get a rerun.
To get weapons, you can spend arsenal tickets to perform an arsenal issue that gives 10 weapons at once. Arsenal tickets can also be used to directly purchase certain 5- or 6-star weapons. Some in-game features may also give you weapons. Arsenal issue also has a guarantee system. For every issue banner, a weapon of the highest star level is guaranteed in 4 issues. The rate-up weapon is guaranteed in 8 issues. We added something at the 10th issue.
Okay, so this has a guarantee for 80 pools as well,
which gives an arms offering crate that lets you get a non-rate-up weapon of choice.
And if you can do 100 pulls, you get a weapon of choice out of a box.
Every 8 issues gives you a rate-up weapon or an arms offering crate in rotation. Every investment will be worth its while.
They mentioned rotations though, which means they're also likely going to have weapons on rate up or not. So it might be a good idea to just save up 100 pulls for your weapons and then do 100 pulls in a single go. This way you get both the rate up weapon and the weapon crate.
We also went over Endman's Beta Test 2 feedback and extended the duration of the Arsenal issue banners. And for the official release, these issue banners will be available in the following order: Smelting Forge issue, Express Delivery issue, and Graffiti issue. Now let's briefly talk about the Protocol Pass. The Protocol Pass is a milestone system based on daily gameplay and progression.
Okay, this is our Battle Pass. Personally, I'm not a fan of the triple tier, but Origin supply can be unlocked with Origeometry, so in-game currency, while the 3rd tier should be the paid one.
In addition to the basic supply and the paid protocol customized tiers, you can also spend Origeometries to unlock the Originium supply tier that also rewards you with Origeometries.
If everything goes well, one battle pass should be paid for itself. You unlock it with in-game currency and it gives you the entire price of in-game currency back. And again, if you play the game regularly, you should be able to max out the battle pass fairly easily.
At the official release, we improved protocol pass rewards of various tiers.
The paid one is likely going to be $10. It's basically industry standard at this point.
是的，一方面呢，是因为周末地终于要和大家见面了。但另一方面，我们其实也总是在想，我们还能为管理员的启程到底多做点什么？
对，所以趁今天这个机会啊，我们也想
你看我发现什么了？
Okay, this was the freeze.
哦，
给大家看。
On the beta, it costed 29 and gave back 32. Oh, that's even better. Again, 100% rebate was the bare minimum. It would make no sense to have a battle pass that you have to spend more than it gives. Then again, I need to go and check the material that it gives, because usually battle passes aren't really that heavy on currency, gacha currency. They're mostly heavy on progression materials. They help leveling up characters, they help give you credits to keep on spending in game. And I'm afraid that's it. The rest is just the absolute mindfuck that is going to be the building system. The tutorials are going to give me nightmares, I swear. But I'm still somehow looking forward to them. Okay, looks like that's everything. It's going to be a little bit difficult on release to do a proper progression schedule for how much income we're going to get. That's likely something that's going to be rounded up on the first or second month of release. That way we know how many pulls we're supposed to get every month or every banner, and how much we're expected to spend on one banner or the other, so that we can kind of sort of hit either that soft PT or the guaranteed. Personally, with 120 pulls guaranteed, I would want to have at least 180 to 200 pulls in pocket before I start pulling on a banner, so that even if there's two characters coming out one after the other, I still have the option to pick up both. The one thing that worries me is the fact that we are seeing not a single male character released for the first 6 banners. Because again, we've got our first trio here with 2 long-awaited characters coming back, and then there's the 3 characters from 1.1 down here. Don't remember precisely when, but still. And it's all girls. The first 6 banners, it's all girls. They really picked the only 2 men and they locked them into the standard banner. The assholes. Oh, right, no, there's Rossi too. Wait. We have an Italian wolf released before the Chinese characters. So there's 7 banners coming out one after the other, and it's all girls. What a nightmare. I'm going to have to pick and choose based on what they do in combat or who's the cutest. And when talking about who's the cutest, I don't I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice. So no free skips. At least not on release. Alright then, I guess that's gonna be it for me for the moment. I'm going to try and figure out a way to fix this microphone, because I'm streaming like this. You're hearing my mic test from Discord rather than the proper mic through... hold on. Where's the display capture? Okay, there's 1. And there's 2. I'm streaming through my audio on Discord because apparently Voicemeeter still recognizes my voice but doesn't send it over to OBS for some reason. I need to go and figure this thing out. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. Keeping our fingers crossed to have good luck in Endfield when it releases next week. And see you guys around soon. Ciao.
You